The MFM doctor told me that I would need a hysterectomy. There are 3 different things that make me high risk as a mother. I had already been advised not to have more children. I have never been so excited to give you guys an update in my entire life. I have been anticipating meeting with my maternal fetal medicine doctor, my high risk doctor, to see if I can carry a 3rd baby safely. I've really kept you guys in the loop with every single step of this journey that Hunter and I are on. And this was really the last step that we had to take in order to see if we really even had a safe option of deciding yes or no when it came to adding a 3rd child to our family. I met with my high-risk doctor. Just to give you guys a tiny bit of history, when I had a really difficult pregnancy with Blakely, that stemmed from my 20-week anatomy scan having my placenta low-lying and growing into my uterine lining, which was a diagnosis of placenta percreta. There's 3 different stages of percreta. Accreta being the most severe, where not only can your placenta grow into your uterine lining, but it can also go as far as your bladder. And when I got transferred to maternal fetal medicine because of this diagnosis of placenta percreta, they actually changed the diagnosis to placenta accreta because it was so severe that they actually saw blood vessels going all the way through to my bladder. It was at that appointment when the MFM doctor told me that I would need a hysterectomy when I delivered Blakely. It was very likely I'd end up in the ICU. They were transferring my care up to the University of Utah because this was actually an MFM doctor in the valley that I live. And so they were transferring my care up to the U because it's one of the best hospitals in the entire nation, which is also where I delivered Beckham. And so that is one of the reasons that I had to meet with MFM, was because I had already been advised not to have more children. And I have been told that by quite a few doctors that it would just not be safe for me to carry another baby due to my pregnancy with Blakely and also continuing to have troubles with my placentas in every single pregnancy that I've had thus far, whether it was circumstantial or due to unknown circumstances. So obviously this appointment, I was anticipating a lot, and I ended up meeting with an MFM doctor at the University of Utah. I really trust their opinion, and they were able to go over my entire medical history with me and talk about what makes me high risk and why. So there are 3 different things that make me high risk as a mother. You guys know that I am very detail oriented and I love spotting when things are out of place, and that is why I have been loving June's Journey. I have been playing June's Journey, you guys, for over a year. I am addicted to it. I love it so much. It's so fun. This is a free to download mobile game where you gather clues to solve a murder mystery by finding hidden objects. The story takes place in the colorful 1920s, and every scene is absolutely beautiful. One of the things that I love the most about this game is that there are actually no time limits on any of the chapters or tasks. So playing feels so fun and so relaxing. You guys know that I love a good murder mystery. You can actually customize, fix, and remodel your mansion and your garden island. I love that you're able to be so creative when you're playing June's Journey, but it also keeps you so entertained just from the thrill of solving a murder mystery. June's Journey is available on iOS, Android, and Facebook games. You can go ahead and click the link in my description box down below or scan the QR code up on the screen to download June's Journey and start playing today. I guarantee that you guys are going to absolutely love this and be just as entertained as I am. Download June's Journey today and get to solving those mysteries. Thank you so much again to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video. So there are 3 different things that make me high risk as a mother. One is the possibility of a low-lying placenta, which can lead to placenta accreta again, which is even more likely because I've now had 2 C-sections, so I have more scar tissue. Your placenta is supposed to grow in the back and up high. That's where it typically grows for most women. But for me, it grew at the bottom of my uterus in the front with Blakely. It really is just kind of luck of the draw if you have a low-lying placenta. And so that is something that we would need to monitor in the beginning stages of my pregnancy when my placenta was forming to make sure that I did not have another low-lying placenta because of how high risk I would be if that was the case. So that is one of the reasons I'm high risk. Another reason I'm high risk is because I already had a placental abruption in my first pregnancy, which makes it more likely for my placenta to abrupt in a future pregnancy. Even if it was due to a crazy circumstance like a car accident, or could have been a silent abruption. We actually don't know, which is kind of difficult. But it does make it more likely that my placenta will abrupt in future pregnancies. I've also had 2 premature babies, which does make it more likely that I will have another premature baby. There's a lot of things factoring into the possibility of me being able to carry a baby to full term because I have never done that. So when we met with our MFM doctor, he went over all of those possible complications, high risk factors, and he told me that if we were to look at worst case scenario, so let's say my placenta silently abrupted with Beckham and it wasn't actually the car accident that caused it, which we don't know. So we're gonna take worst case scenario to be extra cautious. And then when it comes to Blakely, she had IUGR, which is another thing that leads me to be high risk in future pregnancies with the possibility of another baby having intrauterine growth restriction for an unknown reason. Let's say the IUGR was not linked to the fact that I got COVID, even though it is so likely that it was because it is linked to high fevers and I got a high fever when I got COVID. We are going to guess that the reason my last 2 pregnancies were not carried to full term were due to unknown circumstances and not just to crazy, unbelievable, weird circumstances that happened in those pregnancies, which would have been the car accident, COVID, and a low-lying placenta. Let's say that those are not directly linked to the reasons my 2 babies were premature. So we are taking literally worst case scenario and most unlikely and factoring those into how high risk I'll be just to be extra, extra safe. And even if it was worst case scenario, the highest risk factor percentage that we're looking at is 15%. So there is an 85% chance that I will be able to carry a healthy baby full term, and I have never felt so much relief, so just grateful that I have the option to have another baby, because Hunter and I just kind of have a unique experience with getting our kids here because it's not typical infertility or factors that I've personally ever had experience with. So part of it is elective, obviously completely on Hunter's end, where we got a vasectomy, we need to reverse it. It's really likely that'll be successful, and it's really likely that I will not have another freak circumstance or accident in my 3rd experience being pregnant. We have basically an 85% chance of me carrying a healthy baby and a 96% chance that the vasectomy reversal will be successful. So those are the factors that we are now considering, and Hunter and I feel 100% confident and comfortable that we do have the option to move forward with another baby if that's what we decide to do. We have obviously been taking years at this point to make a decision. We will be telling you guys our final decision and what that's going to look like moving forward in the next few days. So I would love to hear all of your guys' experiences and even just your opinions. I really value other people's walks of life and just the experiences they've had. I know a lot of you have loved ones who have been in similar situations, even though I've never known anyone who kind of has these odd circumstances surrounding having another baby. But I truly just feel like the luckiest woman in the world that we thought multiple times that I was going to need a hysterectomy, that I'd never be able to carry another baby. Doctors told me that I couldn't. We literally made a decision to get a permanent form of birth control, and we get to undo all of those things if we want to. And I just feel so incredibly blessed. I'm just so grateful to have the option. I think every woman can resonate with the fact that all she wants is a choice. And I'm just so grateful to have a choice. So I will definitely be updating you guys. We, oh my gosh, have a lot to talk about and think about. And I just cannot believe that I'm even here. I cannot believe that I met with a surgeon to reverse my husband's vasectomy, that I met with an MFM doctor about carrying another baby 5 years after I thought I was done having kids. This is so crazy, and I'm just feeling so grateful to be able to make a choice that I want instead of a choice that was made for me. So I will certainly be keeping you guys updated, and we will be back talking about our final decision a lot sooner than you think. I just got home from the gym. It's time for our morning walk with this little cutie. Hello. She is really coming off of a high from going to the water park for a couple days in a row. We did a little weekend trip together, and it's been so fun. But today we've got to take Beckham on a long walk. He's gonna be so excited. Excuse me, sir. Would you like to go on a walk with me? Yes. Yeah, Okay, let's do it. Beckham runs pretty hot, so we keep the house like obviously relatively cool in the summer, but it's really hot outside. I had to change his shirt and I just put him in one of my really loose light t-shirts since Blakely's already in the garage and I don't want to have to run upstairs and get one. But he looks so freaking cute for our walk. Seeing him in my t-shirt is like taking me out and he's so excited. Are you excited? Let's go. Holy cow, that is some exercise. Getting 2 kids out of the house. Holy moly. It is a little toasty. Oh, you're all good. Woo! Gotcha. Woo! At least there's a breeze. Hello? Blakely decided she wanted to come home and put her car back so she could help Bubba.
Big hill, big hill, big hill. So go this way. Big hill, here we come. The cars are coming behind us.
You gonna help him out?
I can't stop holding him.
We just got back from our walk and I'm just going to clean the wheels of the wheelchair so we can now move the wheelchair inside because Beckham obviously loves being in it. So he uses it inside and outside. And when we go outside, obviously the wheels get really dirty. So we're just going to wipe it down. I'll get you some apple juice as soon as I clean this, okay, baby?
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. So dirty, but it only takes like a minute to clean. It's so easy. Little miss. Please don't.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna put it somewhere else.
Pretty good.
I'm putting it somewhere else so I can't reach it.
Okay.
Right here, look.
Okay.
I don't even reach it.
Crazy. One more pass just to make sure.
I'm gonna have my
Extra
bar.
clean.
Look, you can see me get my bar. Did you just say me get my bar?
I did, baby.
Told you. I know.
All right. Wheel one. I think it's as clean as we're gonna get it. Now for the other side. Whew. This thing's a little heavy. Beckham is so patient. He's just sitting there waiting. He looks so cute. Almost done, Bubba. Promise.
Can I have apple juice?
Yep, I'll get it for you, baby, as soon as I'm done, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for waiting. I know you're being so patient. I'm almost done. Let me just do one more pass, okay? Right. All right, are we ready? Hello. Look how big he is. Are you excited? Run wild, mister. Oh my word, he's so cute. It's so crazy how well he navigates his wheelchair. Good job. Wow, yeah, Sissy, I'll get you some apple juice. Thanks for being patient, baby. Oh, going into Mama's room. Just kidding. Look at that turn. Oh my gosh, he navigates it so well. I'm so proud of you, baby. Good job. Is my man hungry? You're doing such a good job at telling Mama. Yummy. Good job. Yummy. We'll put you back into your little dinosaur sweater after you eat it. Okay. Good job. Smartest little boy ever. I think he's gonna down this in under a minute. I'm coming, I'm coming. Last bite. Good, honey. Packet number 2. Same flavor, promise. Like a growing boy, aren't you? I'm going as fast as I can. I want to give your belly a little time in between bites. Good, honey. Good communication. Good. All right, last bite. Good boy. Such a good eater. Little smarty. Before closing out today's video, I do want to remind you guys to click the link in the description box down below or scan this QR code to download June's Journey and start solving mysteries today. You guys are going to love this app. Miss Blakely. Are you being sneaky? I know she's being sneaky, but I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. It has been so fun sharing updates with you guys. And obviously, I think our next update is going to be the biggest one yet. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And of course, I want to remind you to be brave like Beckham. We'll catch you in our next vlog. Bye.